Okay, so let me invite Tina to introduce.
Hi, all. Good evening. Happy New Year and prosperous New Year to all of you. It's been a pleasure being here and meeting you all. I have done my master's in IT and MBA in HR, and I have got experience in IT, HR, information coordination, training, and teaching. It's a varied experience, but the official experience is very, very less compared to the talks and the trainings that I have given, but still I'm a small child entering into the training field. As always I've been giving free trainings. I make it that I feel that that it has to make more impact, more number of lives. So I'm into this and glad to be connected with you all. Thank you so much, Kushal sir, for this
Thank
opportunity.
you, and Tina, for introducing. So let me invite Mr. Farooq. Farooq, you can introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Farooq here. Am I audible?
Sir, you are
Am I
audible.
audible, please?
Yes, you are audible, sir.
Uh, okay, I started my career in manufacturing and then somewhere down the line after a decade switched to HR. And finally, I was the HR head at L&T, Larsen & Toubro, looking after one of the units called heavy engineering. I am from the IITD batch 2000 and 2000 and I've done a lot of training before that. My main purpose was to get more connected with corporations. Though I have done training in various fields, uh, I have stuck to behavioral things. Two of my programs are running in the market. One of them is emotional intelligence, and the other is what makes a great manager. Thank you.
Thank you for introducing. Okay, so let me invite Raja Chokalingam.
Good evening, good evening, friends. Actually, I'm an IITian from 2020. Uh, what do you call that? 11-month batch. So we are the longest batch we had in Bangalore. So we are a hybrid batch from both online and offline. We had first offline and then online. So we are a blessed group from Bangalore. So my name is Raja Chukkalingam. I'm an author. I'm an entrepreneur. I got a company named Height Source. I got a website in the name of that, and we are into solar power generation, rooftop solar generation for domestic and international, for domestic and what do you call that? What do you call industrial apartments and all those this thing. And I want to give my best services to the society as a trainer. So that is my this thing. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for introducing. Let me invite Mega. And one thing, all the participants who have joined today, okay, we have 50-50 crowd from IITD and non-IITD, that is no, from the trainers community. So you can introduce as a general, you don't have to share about IITD live, okay, because here it's completely open platform and a lot of people have joined from various different groups. And most of our all trainers, coaches, consultants from various different backgrounds and different cities as well. So yeah. Okay, over to Mega.
Good evening, everyone. I am Megha. I graduated from IITD in 2020, last year, November. And I have over 10 years of experience in IT field and more than 3 years of experience in alternate therapy. And now I'm looking forward to my profession as a trainer. So here to learn from Sir about the personal branding. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so next, who want to introduce? Maybe we have here Chandrasekhar. Okay, Radhika, Dr. Radhika, you can introduce. Dr. Roshan Lal, Mohammad Ahad, okay, Mr. Prasad, Rajan Brahme. We have so many people.
Yeah, Kushalji.
Yes.
Very good evening to everybody.
Yeah.
Um, My name is Rajan and I'm from Bangalore. The IITD batch, we just got graduated in November. And I'm working for an MNC pharmaceutical company, Mylan. Now it is Viatris. And I'm working there as a training manager, as assistant general manager. And I'm actually conducting the behavioral as well as functional training for internal employees. So I started my career in pharmaceutical company as a representative, and today I am in training. I worked in sales for almost 25 years, and last 6 years I am in training. And I'm looking forward, in terms of imparting whatever knowledge I have gathered so far, so that it will help many young people to come up in their career. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rajan.
Thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Radhika. Dr. Radhika, you're there, I know. Okay, Muhammad Ahad.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are. Yeah.
This is Ahad bin Ismail. I'm from Bangladesh.
Okay.
Finished my honors and masters from Jahangir University, Bangladesh. I'm working in Sanus Life, is a sister concern of Italian brand. This is a water purification company, and I'm the brand manager and team leader in there.
Okay.
I'm also a trainer, and I have entrepreneurship, personal entrepreneurship, and that is BD Gold medalist. I'm working in there to inspire the students, actually, and I want to know branding from self. That's why I'm here, and I want to know from you, from Trainer Mastermind WhatsApp group.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Thank you for joining. So can I know from which group you joined?
Yeah, Trainers Mastermind group means WhatsApp group. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Awesome. Thank you for joining.
Thank you.
Okay, so can we have Chandrasekhar? You can introduce.
Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Chandrasekhar. I'm a trainer by passion and manufacturing process enhancer by profession and a graduate engineer by qualification. My niche area of training is in manufacturing process enhancement, and I have a mission of helping 100,000 industries to eliminate the waste in their process and become a world-class facility. I'm also associated with Amplify and Pradhan Mantri Jan Kalyankari Yojana Prachar Prasar Abhiyan, an NGO which brings all the yojanas, the knowledge of common man. I also a founder of the Brainery, which is engaged in helping the MSMEs. Thank you.
Thank you, Chandrasekhar. So can we have some other introducers immediately? Rajiv, Dr. Roshan Lal. Yeah, Prasad M. This is an introduction session, so just take 30 seconds to introduce to the group. It will be easy to get connected over a period of time because as you are coming on a regular meeting, and what happens is they know you on what you do, so that it will be easy to connect and also to collaborate at a later stage. Okay, so everyone who are there who are not introduced can take 30 seconds and introduce. Prasad, you're there. Dr. Radhika.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you can introduce.
Yeah. Hello. Yeah.
Camera, you can, so that we can see.
This is Prasad from Mumbai.
Okay.
I'm an electronics engineer by profession, and I am into academic teaching. I teach electronic related subjects and mathematics as my core subject. I'm into this field for last 2 decades, and I am imparting training to engineering graduates, engineering students. I'm also giving training to the students who are appearing for MBA exams, CAT, CET, and GRE, Graduate Record Examination, all this competitive exams, maths is required. So
Okay.
I'm providing that training to them. Okay. So this was just a brief about me. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Prasad, for joining. Let me invite Prasanna. Prasanna Saho. Prasanna, you're there?
Hi, good evening. Yeah,
Good
I'm there. Good evening, everyone. I'm Prasanna Sahu from Delhi. I'm from IITD batch 2020. And I'm an electrical engineer with a corporate experience of close to 25 years. And although I'm into a full-time job, nevertheless, I'm a sales and leadership expert. So I have rendered some of the sales and leadership trainings to organizations like NPTI and the Jindals.
Okay.
And this is a part-time thing which I'm practicing, and glad to associate with some of the key people in the training fraternity like you, and attending these kind of trainings and these forums. Glad to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Prasanna. Thank you for sharing. So let me invite Narendra Nayak.
Friends, I am Narendra Nayak, an ex-serviceman, ex-Navy sailor who served in Navy for 10 years. And then I worked as an electrician for 22 years in HMT watch factory. Then I retired as a facility manager in a private builder company. I am an IITian who passed out recently in November. Fresher, I am passionate about personality development, speaking, life coaching. That made me to do a small counselor course, and I became a counselor. Now I'm an IITian. Have dreams to impact people, people's life, and improve it. That is my dream. So just the journey has started, and I am very privileged to be in this group where I get maximum knowledge.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for sharing. So let me invite Anand Krishnan. Anand Krishnan, you're there.
Good evening, Mr. Kushal Jain.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
Good evening to all the participants. My name is Anantha Krishnan. I'm a science graduate from Chennai. Almost 40 years experience in pharmaceutical company. First 20 years sales and marketing, and the rest of 15 years in training. My passion is teaching and training, and I've been taken a separate assignment of teaching about diabetes among people. So glad to participate here, and eager to listen to Mr. Kiran's lecture about branding. Thank you.
Thank you, Anand Krishnan. Thank you for sharing. We have Sudarshan who's on the questions. Sudarshan, we just saw your video. Okay, fine. So let's have others can introduce. Maybe Sanjay Thomas.
Yeah.
Vanya, you're there. You can introduce.
Yeah, I will introduce myself, Kushal.
Yes, Sanjay. Can you put your camera on?
Yeah, मेरी थोड़ा video का lighting issue is there.
ठीक है. Okay.
Properly. So good evening, everyone, and happy New Year to all, and a safe New Year to all. I passed out from IITD Bangalore batch last year, and I am into software business basically. And my interest is in basically trying to learn ideas about transformation, like how people are self-transformation in this sector. And I am waiting to hear from Mr. Karan Kumar's branding seminar. So thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you. We have Vidyanag. Vidyanag, sir, you can introduce.
Yes, sir. Good evening, and nice to see you, Mr. Kushal.
Thank you, sir.
So, thanks for this wonderful thing which you're doing. This is Vidya Nag. I would like to introduce myself. Hope all of you can see me here. And I'm into motivational space for the past 30 plus years. And I'm a CEO of my own company called Vidya Nag Training Guru Private Limited. I'm an author and authored a book called That's It, It's All About You. And during this lockdown, I have authored 2 more books which are yet to be released. And I have trained 50,000 plus people live across the globe. And all these things, I'm a simple man. with only one wife and 2 children. That's my line, which I always quote. I'm a dancer also. I'm an excellent dancer, given that. Though I don't look like one, I'm a very young guy and I dance like second to none of any heroes. So this is my small introduction. Lovely to meet all of you here. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for joining. So we have Rajiv Bangari from Delhi. You're there. You can introduce Rajiv. You have to unmute, Rajiv.
So good evening, everyone. So just now came from along with children. Just see your session going on. So I can't stop this sessions of yours. So today is a lovely concept, branding. So myself, to be brief about myself, I am a section officer in Ministry of Home Affairs for last 12 years. Before that, I worked in corporate world. I have a special inclination for training as well because I love to be on stage. I love to be with children, and in future in 2023, I'm going to start a public speaking institute for children, especially for children. Apart from that, I will be also exploring tourism, promoting tourism for Uttaranchal. So this is about a little bit about myself. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Rajiv, for introducing. So let me invite Deepika. Maybe a very short introduction, 30 seconds. Deepika, you are there. Reena. We have a lot of people here actually.
Yes,
So,
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. I'll go.
yes, you can.
Yes. So good evening to you all. And I'm fortunate to be here on this forum. And thanks once again to you, Kushal sir, for having this forum here and inviting all of us. Thank you once again. And I feel honored to be here amongst all the very senior people with lots of experience. And to tell you briefly about myself, I have been into corporate world for almost around more than 18 years and into marketing actually, and with different fields and different collaterals. And it was some years back that I had got into a little bit of HR and training. And that was where I realized this was my passion. And then now this being my second stint, I took over into training side and graduated very recently from IITD, Mumbai branch, and have my own academy called Mentis Academy too. And now that this particular session of branding, and which I want to make full use of, because this is what I would really like to right now and get as much as I could possibly from this session. Thank you, Kushal sir, once again for organizing this session.
Thank you for introducing. So let me invite Satish. Satish, you are there? Please, Satish. Mayuri Pawar, Jaydeep. We have many people here in the group.
Okay, I'm Satish here. Are you able to hear now?
Yes, we are able to hear.
Okay. My name is P.S. Satish. I am from Bangalore. I left the corporate world in 2011 to pursue my interest in training and mentoring manufacturing companies. So I have developed my own program, about 50 different programs suited for the manufacturing. And I was also working as a visiting professor in the university. I help engineering colleges and the industrialists and individuals as well. And in the Corona time, I could publish two books. Earlier, I published 2 years back, first book that was titled Knowing is Not Same as Doing. The second book was written in Corona time. This was in the local language, Kannada. And the third book was The Great Entrepreneur Blueprint 52 Dimension. This is for budding entrepreneurs or somebody wants to be on their own. And it gives 52 chapters to 52 ways to develop oneself. Thank you all. Good to see you all.
Yeah. So you have which group you have seen are this one group link?
Sorry, I saw in the WhatsApp group that I think the trainers and consultants. Group.
Trainers and consultant group. Okay, great. So actually I am part of almost 150 plus WhatsApp groups. So
okay.
People have joined, so I'm just wondering. Okay, so Ashok Lakshmipati are there. Introduce Jaydeep. Yes, Jaydeep is here.
Yeah. Good evening, friends. So I'm Jaydeep Sangari from Noida. And I also recently completed my IITD program, Master Diploma in Training and Development. And I'm basically a software professional working in software for over a decade. And I do freelance photography and storytelling as well.
Yeah.
And my pen name is Khamkha Kalaka. And thank you, Kaushalji, for this initiative.
Yes.
So it is always great to learn so many things from such an experienced trainer in this forum. So thanks to everyone and thanks to Kaushal sir in particular.
Thank you, Jaydeep. Thank you for introducing. We'll take one more last right now, and then after the session, we'll have more time, so we can do that. Maybe Suresh, you're there? Suresh,
Hello.
yeah, you can introduce.
Hi.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, good evening. This is Suresh here. My voice
Yes.
is audible?
Yes, we are audible. You are audible.
Yeah, hi everybody. This is Suresh Kayar. I'm from Bangalore, IITD batch 2020, that online and offline both combined. In fact, I'm a trainer under the share market. I advise people on how to invest in share market and trading. I'm an ex-banker. I left the corporate world some 10 years back. I was in the State Bank of India's manager. After putting some 10-15 years and learned some experience, I came out of the bank to start my own business. Last one or 2 years, I started giving training to people because I found people are not aware of the potential of the stock market to make money as well as to lose money. People enter it without understanding and then losing money. So I give training how not to avoid losing money and make money. This is a brief intro of me. Thank you all.
Okay. So let me invite the last person, Dr. Radhika.
Thanks very much, Dr. Kushal. And I'm so sorry you've been calling my name. I know I had a lot of family disturbance. I was trying to get my son to brush his teeth and go to bed. I know parenting is always a hard task. And thanks for arranging this session. And thanks to Mr. Kiran Kumar for giving his time and efforts. I'm Dr. Radhika. I'm a psychiatrist with about 2 decades of experience. I'm trained in the UK and worked there for over a decade. I'm back to India now, practice in Bangalore, and I'm the founder of Blossom Mind Wellness. If BMW is your favorite car and if you want to perform like a BMW in your life, I think everybody's brain should be in wellness mode always. So that's why it's BMW, blossommindwellness.com, my website.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Radhika. Okay. So I want to thank everyone for joining today's session. Okay, and maybe a small brief about myself. So I'm a serial entrepreneur and a startup specialist. And right now I'm on the verge of creating a course for startups. And I have an experience of last 25 years into entrepreneurship. I've started 14 businesses. Out of the 3 succeeded, 11 failed. So all these learnings of failures, I teach a lot of people not to fail again. So that is one. And second thing is to fast track, means how to succeed in a business in 5 weeks, from the launching to the getting the profit, generating revenue in 5 weeks. So that's the model what I'm creating. And second thing is Amplify is a platform, it's a marketplace for all the trainers, mentors, coaches, consultants, facilitators, teachers, authors, speakers. The reason why we created is because everyone want to, most of us are solopreneurs and we want to promote ourselves. And this is the platform what we have created. And in this also we wanted to have a learning session where everyone can learn from each other. And here we have, I have a good contacts and network which I've built across last 15 years. So I'm inviting a lot of trainers, experts on this platform to share their knowledge, which could be like a win-win for everyone. Okay, so today we have a special person. He's a close friend of mine, Kiran Kumar, and we know each other from last almost, you can say, 10 plus years now. And we had conducted a lot of branding session offline. We have done offline events, at least I think 3 to 4 times in last 6-7 years. And he is good knowledge giver actually. And so let me invite Chandrasekhar to introduce him formally. And I'll be going YouTube live right now, where it will be this video. The learnings also will be there on YouTube if you want to go through it again, and also to share with your contacts and friends who can learn from it. So this is the reason why we want to create as a learning platform. So I'll be just making it live just for a minute, and then I'll invite Chandrasekhar to introduce Kiran. So I'm just going YouTube live right now. So as I'll be also sharing the YouTube link with you guys so that you can put your comments also and you can like and follow us for future training as well. Okay. So it is taking another 30 seconds to get connected with YouTube channel. So Chandrasekhar also and you can like. Okay, right now I'm on live on YouTube. So friends, you can start. Chandrasekhar, you're there. You have to unmute, Chandrasekhar.
Pranam to everybody. Brand and brand building is a very tough task. If you have guidance from a very professional person, then 50% of your marketing work is already done. I'm here to introduce to you one such person who has a very credential. Art runs there in his blood. Molded by his father, late Sri E. Ranganathan, our speaker plunged into graphic design, infographics, and design strategy soon after education and developed an expertise in the field of graphics. He is popular for his epigrammatic and efficacious captions in varied field. Our esteemed speaker has been the recipient of special recognition for his services in junior chambers and has been appreciated by Lalita Kala Academy for Art and Culture. And he is recognized by All India Master Printers in 2008 for his best calendar designs. The latest feather in his cap is as the best influencer in the brand in 2019. May I request you all to please welcome Mr. Kiran, the soul of Graphitech.
Thank you, Chandrasekhar, for that wonderful introduction and quite exhaustive one. Thank you, Kushal, for the opportunity. It was fabulous to see such a intellectual blend of people and a very strong, from your strong network of trainers. So possibly I will put my thought process, my education, possibly in a different perspective from what you have been listening in Amplify Forum. So it will be more to do with branding, which is very important today, very vital today, where the competition has been a strength of the marketing. It all depends how strong you are in competition. It is the survival of the brandest, not the fittest, it is the brandest. So how well you brand. Now we had Mr. Vidya Nag showing his hand like this. I think he made an impression with his action and gesture. So others were all normal. That's the difference. That's the differentiator. That's where he brands himself well. So I would ask Kushal to allow me to do a slide share. I think it's possible. Yeah. So,
Courier.
Nice to hear you, Mr. Kiran, after a long time.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. We haven't caught up for quite some time.
Yes, yes.
Can you people see the slide?
No, it is coming your Windows slide actually.
Okay, can we see it now?
It is, yeah, visible.
Can you see it now?
Yes, yes.
Is visible?
Yeah, brand mind, yeah.
Okay. Let us try and understand how each one of us know what is branding. Can we have, in the chat box, can everybody type what is branding? Or what you know, one word about branding in the chat box. Can we have a quick, I think I will have 10 seconds for it. 10 seconds for it. Okay. Right. So, see, if you look at, there is varied answer for this one word called brand. So, if you understand, brand is a very different perception to person. Maybe I'll give you some clarity on how to build a brand or what is a brand. So I start with my subject of the essence of branding. So what is the essence of branding is, I try to go in different layers of the subject. It's a pretty vast subject and quite exhaustive subject in today's scenario. So some of the things I would be covering is how to build trust, how to build a design, how to design a brand, how to build the value for the brand, how to build your brand identity, and possibly just a gist of advertising and marketing, wherein I will not go deeper there, not my forte. So, so let's start with the first subject. First phrase, can we live without brand? How many of you can live without brand? Okay. I think on a daily basis today, the brands have impacted us so much. I think we don't see a life without brands. That's what I believe. So I think everybody agrees with me, I think. So let us try and see what is brand. Now, there are some wooden pieces now here. Can you see some wooden pieces here? So if you all look at this wooden pieces, if I call wooden pieces, none of you would agree. If I call this as an icon of a particular thing, you know how to connect. There's a swoosh, which is of Nike, so popular, and those 3 strokes, which looks like a footwear or like an A for Adidas, and you have an apple which is bitten off, or a bite of an apple. So everybody knows how to connect. Though Apple is nowhere connected with computer, we all connect with the brand so strongly. I think it is a very different connotation of a technology to comparison to a fruit. So this is how a fruit has been connected so well with us. So I know you all know, I don't know whether you can remember apple as a fruit. Now you will always remember it more as a technology piece today. So let us understand what is branding. Branding is an unique effort to give identity, company, products or service, and create an emotional association with consumer. What is this? See, if at all, if I go back and connect with Apple, so it is, most of us are emotionally connected. Those who buy Apple would always go back and buy Apple again. They wouldn't switch to any other brand. There's a specific reason there. Maybe even though the technology can be little less or price can be more, we still connect with the product. This is what is called an emotional association. That's what we call as branding. It is also a value proposition contract between the user and the product experience. So when we talk about a brand, we talk about value, we would talk about color, we might talk about look, feel. There are so many things attached to a brand. But whatever value proposition we pick up and connect and start using the brand starts binding us and bonding us with the brand. So this is what is called branding. Because as soon as we say brand, no, there is so many things flashes in our mind. When I say brand, let us take, if you are drinking water, you would think about water dispenser you are having, or whether it's Kent RO, or if you're drinking out of a bottle, you will think about distillery, something like that. That's how you would connect. Anything you do today, now when I put a word called brand, you know how to connect with what you are associated with. So what do you think? Brand is a name, symbol, or a sign, or is it a piece of wood like what I showed? What is a brand?
Identity.
Identity is the look and feel. Brand is also, as I told you, is an emotional connect. So yes, brand is also a name, term, sign, or a symbol. Many times we don't even need words to connect with the brand. Sometimes we recognize so many things with the look of the color. So now we will practically move to why do we need branding. In a traditional scenario, in earlier days there were no competition, or the competition was very small, and the company which had strength to strategize and put in a big market share became a brand. That's how the branding was done. We all have gone through a phase where we had only one scooter brand, we had one car brand, we had one service provider, and we had one footwear brand. Even today, if you look at footwear brands, are much less compared to in other countries. But look at the way we were so dependent on this monotony of brands, or on super powered brands they were. We used to wait for ages to buy a scooter or buy a car or to get a phone connection. Now it happens in minutes. You can buy a car in a minute, you can buy a car and scooter in a minute, you can buy online, even you can buy a car online. So that's where we are that dependent we were when the products were not branded. So the traditional market became very competitive, there were large number of players competing against each other. So the difference like quality, values became insignificant. So however the more number of people connected with the product or the service or the value or the experience or their emotional connect started becoming brand. So the technology, because at over a period of time, let us take, if you are taking a car today, a reasonably priced car at 10 lakhs, and if you take various brands like Hyundai or Renault or whatever it is, you take 4-5 brands. I think if you look at a larger perspective, there will be uniformity of features, the uniformity of performance, uniformity of, I think there are very little just the way the brand is promoted and the way you connect with the brand, you go and buy, correct? And they all offer very similar kind of service. That's how this has become, the traditional market has changed into a branding and a competitive market. So all this factor led to evolvement of brand close to around 50-60 years. So in India, we are very new to branding, very new. I think last 8-10 years, we have been seeing some brand activity. In fact, if you look at the number of brand consultants across India, it is hardly countable. You can find hardly. In Bangalore, we have around 8-10. Across India, we might have 100. That is the kind of knowledge we have about branding. So what led to the birth of and evolvement of brand is the competition and trying to position their product higher than their competitor or bigger than their competitor or as a superpower. That's how these brands have evolved. I think I just picked up a small example of a pictorial representation here. So as the consumer started bonding with the experience, value, performance and all, the market share of the product and the sales and marketing became the brand. So if at all you are building a brand, you need to understand that can we create a bond? Can we give the experience? Can we establish our values? Can we bring an emotional connect? I think how many of you, I think many of us in our childhood would have seen this Amara Bajaj ad, which built a very emotional connect with us as an ad. You know, when you used to see ad, there is so much of energy in us, you know, for the connectivity of that the scooter, where the way it was featured. I think many of us would have seen this ad. And those who haven't seen this ad, I think you need to look at this ad in YouTube and understand how big the emotional part was paired with the connectivity with the brand. So when we talk about emotion, no, I think we are always, as Indian, no, our connect with the brand increases. To describe a personality also, we use the emotional connect. This is the card what Raymond played about the complete man. It is not the dress, what they were selling. It is the value or the connect and the bonding which they were trying to sell as the quality of the brand. So a brand needs qualities. Now, can you understand what is the quality of this Raymond? I think here people value the way the people valued the brand through the personality was the selling point here. And as the this increases, the appeal of the brand also grows. So one of the methods where we build brand is generally a qualitative measure. It is based on emotion, it is taste. If it is you're buying a chair, it is an ergonomics. If you're buying a home, it is aesthetics. If you are buying a cloth, it is the identity. If it is a phone, it is technology. If it is a vehicle, it is the performance and quality. Long-term benefits is what would bring the brand loyalty. What are these long-term benefits is, if you are able to sell a very comfort or a performance or an interaction and satisfaction on by inculcating the qualitative measure of a brand. For example, let's say you are selling taste like MTR. So you need to deliver that taste in a long-term fashion, or keep innovating the product or bringing in the more product, making cooking easier and easier. That's a long-term proposition. These are the things you build loyalty towards brand. I hope many of us don't make puliogare these days at home, the powder or the goju or the paste of tamarind paste we make. We generally make it, we buy a ready-made thing and just mix it. That was, I think MTR sells today this puliogare powder alone, their sales are around 25 lakh. This is a 10 rupee packet what I'm talking. I'm still not counting on the 100 grams pack. That's the strength of when a product is built on the branding. So why branding is necessary? Yes, if you want to, in such a highly competitive market, if you want to position it, you need branding. You need a strong and enhanced brand image to have a higher market share. We all know the war of Coke and Pepsi, which is very well known. We know to what an extent this war is going on and to what a depth this war has gone through. So why branding is necessary is to make consumer respect, add emotion, trust, and create a relationship with product or service. When I say emotion and trust, I've shown an example of how emotion can create respect for the brand by way of this thing. Whenever we talk about a financial company, we need to work on trust. We need to, so many times or even if we buy a footwear, we need to trust. See, whenever you are selling a brand which has a long term, or a phone, whenever the product is going to last longer, trust becomes a very critical factor. Whenever people are connected with the values or the product which can deliver certain connectivity with human, the emotion plays a very important role. These kind of relationship, the consumer, when they develop with a product or a service, they become the brands. So very clear, I am telling, when you build a relationship with a product or a service, it becomes a brand. Otherwise, it is just a namesake product or a service which is used and possibly wound up on a very short duration. So when we strengthen the differentiation and sustain the competitive advantage and retain the consumer, the brand grows, or a simple name becomes a brand. And very importantly, giving an identity and integrating the brand become very important today, because there is so much of brand. When I say identity is a very strong visual connectivity with the brand. See, we spoke about the qualities, we spoke about the emotion, we spoke about the character, we spoke about the competition, nothing. So the identity, people, when they see all this value in a similar fashion, identity takes a strong place in connecting the consumer with the brand. So here you can see an example of Coke where the red color is spread across so vibrantly across so many mediums. This is a very important aspect. Here, I think nobody would have seen Coke in different colors. Possibly it's a very rare case where you can see Coke in a white background on a brown color liquid. It has always been red alone. We don't connect if we see any other color. That strong is the identity and the look and feel of Coke. So this is what I was speaking here, when you to give a unique identity and integrate all medium of brand promotion is very vital. Here you see different mediums, different ways of expression, but still it is red and red alone and same typography. So let us try to understand how do we create the process of branding. Creating an identity of a brand which testifies the time. See, when you do a brand, we need to work on a long-term perspective. Generally, in India, the perspective of the brand is, let's do something now, we'll see it later. That's how many of traditional brands have not evolved in the look and feel. Have not evolved. They have a strong market base, but they were not evolved. If you've seen those brands which have evolved, they have thought over the period of time and worked on the evolution process of brand. We need to very clearly assess the market opportunity, understand our target market, understand where we can position, including a small grocery store, whether it has a location, it has the right set of people. I think we generally look at certain aspect and we don't think completely. And can we create brand as a compelling consumer need? Today, there are so many food brands which we know so much that they have created their own unique USPs because they have handled a particular compelling issue of a consumer. I will go back to MTR and tell you how they possibly evolved this puliyogre mix in such a way because it's a very complex recipe which they had. So they broke it down to a powder and powder into a shelf life product, making it very easy. So you can imagine why their sales were so high. So that's the way a brand should become a compelling consumer need. Delivering the brand in a consistently through your market reach. If you can reach the brand as well as your product reach can get binded together, then the product evolves into a brand. And finally, tracking the performance and value of your brand. It's very important that we only would count our bank accounts, but we don't value our brands in a very serious fashion. Let me very clearly define the simple guidelines for identity of a brand. It all depends how you define the brand experience and develop a brand trademark look and feel. Many of us, have very common nomenclature. We don't even bother to trademark. When the product grows and our market share grows, and when we feel somebody is copying all our thing and making money and the rich out of our effort, we then go to the trademark authority or the law. We don't legally protect our trademark. The first thing before you create a brand is ensure that your trademark architecture is in shape. You have legally protected the trademark. At least you have something called as trademark, and over the period of time it becomes R. You look at Amplify. When Kushal originated, he had TM. Now he has R there next to it. So that's how you safeguard. I think if you can check with Kushal, he did everything before he launched all those things. See, that's how today's market is. It's so competitive. People can hijack your ideas. People can hijack your thought process. People can blindly copy without any hesitation. And let us take, if they are able to prove that they have done it first, and you lose everything. Now, how do you create a name? Somebody said BMW. Is it distinct? It looks slightly copied. So it should be distinct. It should be brief. It should be appropriate. You should spell easy. The pronunciation, today even we have a rule where phonetic is also considered. For example, let us take, I have a brand called VEDIC, Vedic, and you go and register WADIC. I can still file a case. Or we have a popular brand called Surf, SURF. Let us take, I also make a washing powder called SARF. Don't you think there will be objections? Maybe if you are in a different domain, you can still trademark. We have Lux Banyan and Underwear, we have Lux Soap. Both are from a different entities. Both are from a different entity, but the brand name is Lux. A great name deserves, this is what is trademarking and name is about. Great name deserves great graphics to test and measure your creative ideas before they reach the consumer. Today, we are very casual approach towards this part of the identity, because we are more happy to see our ideas reflected in the brand rather than looking at the consumer, whether he understands, whether he likes or not. I like red, so my brand should be red. And you'll be doing a product which is into green, and you will put a red color because you like red. So this doesn't work. So when you build a brand identity, it should be distinct, it should be relevant, and there should be a recall value. That's what I call it as memorability. If I talk about color, red, and a soft drink, it should be Coke. If I say blue, it should be Pepsi. Extendability. What is extendability? Coke diet, Pepsi diet. So that's the extendability. And depth of meaning. Can you add meaning to your brand? If you can integrate all those things, create a fusion word, then you can easily get a trademark today. I haven't gone deeper into the trademark thing because it's an entirely a different subject. It's a legal subject, not much from my scope of my work. So very importantly, when you develop a brand identity, there are 5 ways to think about it to make an identity. One is simplicity. Another is appropriateness, timelessness. If we can, versatility and memorability. What is simplicity? Brand should be easily recognizable. A very good feature of a brand is, can it be more simple and still be descriptive, unique without being overdone. Many of us have the habit of overdoing when it comes to branding. You'll see some great examples, some of very big brands which have floundered at this point. Appropriate is, can we connect with the product? Can we connect with our service? It has to be appropriate. Timelessness. If you do a branding, I think Coke has not aged as a brand. Coke, how many of you feel the brand is, as a Coke, is very traditional and outdated? I think none of us would feel so. That's the kind of a shelf life that product has. I think in last 50 years, one of the brands which have not changed is Coke. One of 80 years. I'll show some beautiful case of evolution of brand. You see how they are. Then you would know where their thinking is and why they were not able to sync with today's thing. Design should be adaptable for any medium. Today, the application of brand is so vast. You might require on a glass, you might require on a paper, you might require on a phone, you might require on a chair, you might require on a product, you might require in the air, or you might require in the space also. So we don't know. So your brand has to be very versatile and adaptable. Memorable, what I told you earlier, recall value. If we can have a simple design, then people recall. Today we are bombarded with, when we say food, 90% of the brands are red today. Because somebody told red means hunger. So everybody is walking the same path. Developing a brand with a futuristic perception is very important. Brand identity with a futuristic, understanding the brand projection and involvement on all aspects of promotion. That's what I called as versatility. Because today the brand promotion, the degree of promotion is so high. You can have it on TV, you might have it on a billboard, you can have it on a product, you might have it on a print media, you might have it on a newspaper, you might have it on a digital media, you might bring it on a social media, you might do a video, you might upload everything. So much varied medium of application. If it is not adaptable, if it is not versatile, if it is not strong, I love this Airtel logo much more than what it is now. I never liked the current logo, what it is, but as a brand and somebody who has seen design for ages together, would appreciate a brand which is very simple and versatile together. So one of the successful brand design is simplicity and emphasizing on exclusivity. Now you can see here the example of MTR, how this they went behind tradition and how their logo got entangled in a maze of blur and vision which never progressed properly. The MTR had to change over to this, and it was slightly more modified because they were not able to take it away from designed by a well-known Indian brand designer called Sujata Kesavan, who designed this MTR. So this has continued. Now this brand is now 20 years old, close to around 20-25 years old now. That whatever MTR started couldn't resist for more than 3 years or so. So what was sold to Norway company from Indian company was this MTR, this is the red one here. Okay. Now at one point of time, Kisan, when it was taken over from UB, they wanted to reinvent, and I don't know, somebody in their marketing department and possibly another branding agency or an advertising agency without proper vision started off this brand of Kisan. None of us wouldn't have seen this. This never lasted more than 6-7 months. These are the errors these bigger brands have done. Imagine how much of crores of rupees would have been wasted. Crores and crores of rupees have been wasted in pushing this brand. And finally, they evolved something in between what was existent. I think many of us can remember Kisan with 2 lines on top. I think those who are of who have crossed 40 would have seen Kisan in their childhood in a very different form. So this is a couple of the examples of if you see here, even in the smallest packing of 5 rupee or 1 rupee sausage, jam is still visible. I think it's a little blurred image, but still it is visible. That's strong this identity is. Imagine this identity here in this pouch here. I think it wouldn't look great. So emphasis on color provides a strong visual link to the brand. I have been emphasizing on color from that time onwards. So it's a very important element of a brand identity where you need to know how your brand should look and what your brand should prove with color and how your consumer can connect with color. So this is what one of the examples of a banking sector. I would love Tata's logo. It hasn't aged since last 140 years. Reason being here is this brand is multi-vertical, multi-product. There are thousands of products under this TATA 4-letter brand. It is so huge, so big, so vast. I think no other brand in the world commands this respect. I think you all agree with me that the way this brand has been treated with respect and adoration, trust, relationship. So I love this brand. I think whoever created this, hats off to him. I think in a most simplest way, he had a very big vision for the brand. I think none of the Tata have tried to touch this 4-letter word. Can you see how strong this simple brand is? The way TATA is and the way the brand has progressed years together, decades together. So now I will possibly show you how a brand could be built with one of my working example, because I needed a lot of connectivity of things. There's no means to showcase anything here. So whenever you do a brand, can we make a concept for the brand? Can it talk what it stands for? Can it talk about the value? So we developed a brand for an organic essential. It was called Ista. Ista generally, it's a local brand what I created, means like or desire or whatever in other languages means. In Tamil it means istam, in Telugu means istam, in icha it means in Hindi. So here my thought process, what got approved was the wish tree. I created this wish tree with 5 leaves actually, and those 5 leaves meant integrity, infinity, and all indigenous, Indian, and other things. This is what we meant as a brand. So I'll not go deeper into the concept, so because I have other aspects to explain. So we visualize the brand in a little more longer length. So we created a horizontal identity and vertical identity. Today, most of the brands are stuck with the way they promote their brand. I think you need to understand that if you don't have a versatility of your brand, your usage gets limited. When usage gets limited, there is distortion. When there is distortion, there is the deformity of the brand, and brand loses its significance, and the identity gets tweaked so much that the brand doesn't look great. So we have developed a local language also along with it. What I did, or what you should do when you do a brand, is determine the color usage. Very important. You're very clear how this brand should grow and have a color palette for the brand, and ensure that there is a lot of usage uniformity of your brand colors. Why this is needed is today we are multi-medium promotion. All brands are multi-medium promotion. So we need this aspect to be fixed at a very initial stage. Otherwise, people will have their own fashion of doing it. And also how an identity should look and feel, and how an identity should space it out, position itself. So you need to know how to scale the brand. It's very important, is the scaling of the brand. And determine the possible applications in a larger way. How the brand should look on a white background, on a dark color background. If it should be simple monotone, you want to etch it on brass, determine it, predetermine it with the help of a designer, or if you are able to analyze and do for yourself, you can do it. So this calls for some thinking about the brand. See, whatever I am talking about the brand is building something for the future, something in the long run. These are all not short-term ideas. You can't go get it fixed in a day. Maybe you can begin, but you can't fix it in a day. So also make a chart, how you want to use this logo, and determine the mediums. So you are very clear about your vision of your brand, your progression of your brand, and the marketing of your brand. All your marketing depends on how you position this, how you project this, because visual identity is very important. We connect more visually rather than the content. So if you don't do all those exercises, this is what is going to happen. This is what is going to happen. There might be people in your team who become more creative than the designer who visualized for you and set a guideline. So they start doing their own experiment. And once they vanish from your team, you feel the brand has lost its significance. People are not able to recognize. These are the factors generally. All these things are working of convenience or super intelligence over professionally determined guideline. So this what can happen to any brand. So that's the reason I said, when you want to use a brand, very clearly determine how the background should be, how the usage should be. Do you all feel that there is any loss of significance in this brand look and feel with this kind of identity, what you can see here? I think the brand hasn't lost its significance at all. It is still the same, because the form is same, the font is same. The colors have been very appropriate and connected with the brand, and the identity hasn't distorted. Identity hasn't distorted. There is a change of environ, and the brand has adjusted beautifully to showcase itself well. It's very important you ensure that the brand showcases itself well in its form, in a completeness that needs some determining. And you can see the versatility of a brand. Let us take now on wood. If you want to engrave that particular color, it may not be possible. You may not be able to fill it and get it. You need to know that your brand has to be versatile here. And this shows the application of brand in various form on subjects where you can't literally print. On a craft paper, you can't print the brand color. So we need to evolve. We need to bring in the brand identity in the best possible way. So here you can see a very generally it's a possible way of doing the branding, where since this what I have done is a food brand, I've gone ahead and showcased them in a fantastic manner in their product space, how the product works on various medium. When you do a organic brand, you need a lot of medium of expression. This is very clearly to showcase how the brand has expressed itself on various surfaces and various forms. So this is how the brand would look. Many would question why the brand has become white here. Since we have already given a guideline for reverse usage, this is acceptable. This is very clear reverse usage. Very clear reverse usage. So this is acceptable. This is acceptable. You can't have green on green. You can't have orange on orange. So very clear guideline on how the brand should look. So wherever possible, the brand should present and showcase itself as true to original as possible. It may not be the exact replica. I am not asking you to copy paste, put it on a white patch and then put all the colors. I think the brand has to blend. Brand has to blend with the environment, brand has to blend with the product and still stand out in a significant way. So this is their stationery design which we have done for them. You can look at it, how we have evolved every bit of it in its own distinctness and distinctness space. So if we have any questions right now, I can take it for 5 minutes, then move to the final subject of evolution of brand.
Yeah, Mr. Kiran Kumar, I think I have
Yes,
got
sir.
one question.
Yeah.
Very good presentation. Thank you for that.
Yes, sir.
See, this Apple
I couldn't get
brand,
your name, sir.
Apple brand.
I couldn't
See
get your
that-
name, sir.
My name is Raja.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Mr. Kiran, see that Apple,
Yeah.
that it is a bitten apple.
Correct.
Apple is bitten.
Yeah.
If somebody offers you a bitten of apple, you will not accept it.
Sir,
Because somebody has eaten that one and it is he's offering it to you, something like
I
that.
will tell you what it means. It means
But in
bite.
spite of that, that brand became
Bite.
a world
No,
famous.
bite.
What is the reason for that?
See, it is called a bite. What you have
Bitten
seen is a
for
bitten
apple.
apple. It is B-Y-T.
B?
B-Y-T, bite. Bite is a computer bite.
But that's why they call it as that.
Yeah.
But
That's
for
why I
common
told,
man-
see, I will tell you, this would have evolved. I have Apple Evolution. I'll just show their logo. That was not their logo earlier. So the concept was evolved once the design was visualized. I'll just show you that. That's why I said when you make a concept of the brand, like I showed root of a tree, for this ISTA I showed a tree. I put a wish tree. I haven't put a coconut tree here, I put a wish tree. So that's how you do a concept. Anybody else?
But for a common man, it is quite, see, okay.
Sir, I will tell you one
corporate
thing.
world, they would have
See,
understood that.
haven't you connected with it, sir? Though it was a bitten apple.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking you.
That's what I'm telling. See,
See,
so
that
that
is-
depends.
it's very peculiar
See, now
situation,
what
no?
happens is, see, now visual identity came later. Their product and services and quality came first. Correct? You went for the quality, you never went behind the visual identity. Visual identity came later. I'll show the evolution of brand, you will understand what Apple has gone through.
Mr. Kiran, one small this
Yes,
thing.
sir. Yes, sir.
Brand, this letters, how maximum number of letters in the brand, how much?
If you ask me, I would prescribe something like 5 or 7 is max. 7 is better.
Okay.
Anything beyond 7, it becomes little more, today in scenario, it becomes very tough for people to register. I think Kushal knows this language very well. He keeps writing domain names. I think he knows this language very well.
And it is better to put a logo also along with the name.
That is not necessary, sir. It is a very case-to-case requirement, and it is your perception of the brand, or it is the designer, what designer perceives for you.
Okay.
It all depends how you want to connect the consumer with the brand.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sir, there are so many brands with 4 or 5 letters, just plain letters alone. They have still survived.
Hey,
I would like to ask.
I have.
Yeah.
Satish, I have one question.
Yes, sir.
See, when you start a company, for example, now you have to start with whatever the design we take, it has no value as long as you deliver a value to the customer. See, I like Airtel brand by the picture, but I don't like Airtel.
So could be,
Because of
sir.
my experience with Airtel.
Yeah. Sir, this has happened over the period of time. When they were first, they were the best service. I think when they were called.
How this logo or color combination of Airtel is going to help them when they are not really delivering the value which we are looking at?
This is your personal experience with the brand, sir. I will tell you, there are still many,
personal experience with that company.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, this is your personal experience, but there are many still users which have made them popular.
No, but somewhere, see, when I feel there could be many,
Color,
it has an impact on.
shall we ask them to change their logo to black color then?
If they
I think this is a subject. This is an issue of trust over the appearance.
That is what I mean.
What I mean to say, the appearance is different, trust is different. Because you don't trust the brand, you cannot ask them to change their color to black.
No. What I am trying to say is, only working on logo will not help. Because only
sir,
it will
my
help
first, if you look at sir, I came to the identity last. If you ask me, I spoke about value, I spoke about trust, I spoke about integrity, I spoke about emotion. I said, if you can if you keep doing this in the long run, only you can build an identity. I'm on the path which you are envisaging, sir. I'm on the same path, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Kiran. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. I think
Kiran,
Deepika. Yes, Deepika.
Yeah. First of all, it's a really nice presentation. A lot of information is being shared. I just want to share my point of view on the branding part, wherein every time a product or a company comes up with a product, say for example, 100% pure honey, right?
Yeah.
So it just comes with a different name, but everybody is selling 100% pure honey.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, as a customer, I always get confused that everybody is selling, even I'm currently using maybe Dabur honey. Why should I go for the other brand, maybe Jhandu honey or Patanjali honey?
Correct.
What is that 100% pure honey differentiation parameter which a company is coming up with on selling as per as that product is concerned?
Correct.
So how is that gap very important and
See,
is
for
addressed
example,
by the company?
now if you have seen the latest ad, there was some issue with NDA, this national FSSI thing about Dabur product.
Yes.
And if you have seen their current ad, now they quote you the batch number and they show how they capture the honey in a true form. If that ad is convincing, you should buy. It all depends. Now, what you could do is, if at all you are going to one more among them to go and sell, possibly you will take your consumer to the beehive, drip it down directly and give them the part of honey. See, what happens is these are all promotion methodology to build the brand.
Yes.
So how you get convinced with the promotion methodology brings you the attachment with the brand. Now you look at Dabur ad. Possibly you will go back and think, look at Dabur ad. It might be a same old jaggery juice, but ad presentation can be different. I don't know. I'm very sorry. I cannot comment over this because I don't know the truth behind all those things. But it can be the same thing. It can be the same thing.
That's where it is very much.
This is very internal. I think these are all trust issues.
How many varieties of 100% honey?
No, I'm telling these are all trust issue with a brand which we have liked and we have grown those brands.
So many varieties.
No. We have grown those brands.
Actually,
they never become a brand.
Actually, all this problem are with natural products.
No. We have grown all these brands. They never grew on themselves. Correct. Dabur honey never grew on its own.
Yeah.
We have grown this brand. We went and bought. We are responsible. We are responsible if they do a brand. But that's why I said when you design an identity, the consumer is who likes it. It's not your Mera Wala red, Mera Wala peach. Can we move to the next question?
Yes.
I have got one doubt.
Yes, sir.
My name is Narendra Naik.
Yeah.
So one thing is for sure that everything is not liked by everybody.
Yes.
So whatever branding, so much technical aspect we are seeing, and we are. Suppose if I make a logo or a branding, a monogram or symbol, first thing is I should like it, and I have got some philosophical thinking about creating that monogram. How I should think whether people will like it or not? Or will it go with my product, what I am selling or not?
Sir, that's the reason I gave you a couple of features of a brand: distinctiveness, brevity, the 5 features of a brand identity. I think you need to stick to that as a guideline. What is done there is very universal and very successful.
Thank you.
I'll move to the next part of the subject, and possibly we can come back to the question and answer session in a very quick manner. So here I have, I think I'll just go back here. 1 minute, give me a minute. Just, I think I'm masking the screen too much. Okay, now this is what is called evolution of brand. Here you see, how many of us would like to use Canon camera with the logo which was done in 1934? I don't know whether it looks like Goddesses Lakshmi or it was a Japanese company. I don't know how they invented this icon, but that's what was Canon in 1934. And still last 15-20 years, it hasn't changed much actually. Last 30-40 years, it hasn't changed much actually. Whatever is done in 1956, I think they have tweaked it a bit and sharpened a bit. This is what is called evolution of brand. Now, does this answer a couple of people, Mr. Narendra Naik, your question? Possibly you can understand. You would have done something like this with your Canon. Somebody in Canon would have done with their own liking. Then they saw it was not adapted. They were not able to put on camera, or they were not able to bring it down. Imagine this logo in an ad, you know, I think we wouldn't have brought the camera. So this is how IBM looked in 1888 to 1972. Since 1972, they haven't changed. You see, it was completely visualized as a transmission brand and transmission, bringing in technology into the letters. That's how it has stood stable. Microsoft, it is still evolved a little bit more, a slightly older creative of mine, which still it has evolved with the Windows and other things. So this is how Nokia was with this fish logo. This was in 1865 and got tweaked. And what we see connecting current logo is the most simplest one. So this was Xerox in those days. I think I had Apple logo with me. I will possibly share it with Kushal so that he can share it to you. This is how evolution of brands have got the world going, and interestingly, the subject of branding is a very vast subject. What I covered you is just a bit shell of it, very bit of it. So we can go for question and answer session now. I can take as many questions as you want and go further.
Kiran sir, this is Chandrasekhar here.
Yes, sir.
Can we put it like this? That brand is something, a brand or logo is something what the product manufacturer wants its consumer to be seen by.
Yes, sir. That's what it is. I think the essence of everything is that only. Essence of whatever I told you in a nutshell is that. You have summed up beautifully. That's what it is. That's what it is. The entire thing is that what it is. That's what it is. That's the ultimate. That's the bottom line. Anybody else can come up with questions? You can ask anything related to design. You can ask anything related, or even your thing. If you are trying to do something, you can even ask those questions. I can very quickly come up with a simple thing.
Usually copyright infringement, legal,
Yeah.
how much time does it take to resolve?
So it generally gets into the judicial case actually. I would say that why do you want to get into it? Safeguard it and then launch it.
Okay.
My simple mantra. I generally don't entertain even if there is a mildest of mildest clash.
Okay.
Sir, Manya here from Chennai.
Yes, sir.
I want to ask regarding registration of logo and also the branding company.
Yeah, what happens is as soon as if you are developing a product or service, there is around 48 categories, if I'm very right, in trademark, where 30 of them belong to product and another 10 of them belong to service. So you need to search whatever name you want to register, whether it is available for trademark, then apply with an IP lawyer who can guide you through the process.
Sir, should it be trademark or copyright? How does
No, first is the trademark. You need to understand whether the name is existing, trademark or service mark, it is called. First, you need to know whether it is available. Then you do a design and then apply for a copyright, design copyright.
But if you register in India, is it applicable all over the world?
No,
Or
sir, no, sir. You need to apply for an international patent. There are
That is
so many
separate
countries.
again.
Yeah, that's all company.
But I can do it within India and there's no issue.
There are around 25 copyright countries where you have to put everything together.
So
you take Geo, I think they have done that. Geo. They have 150 classifications covered in India alone.
So, Mr. Kiran Kumar, I have two questions. So, first of one thing you said that if such a reputable brand like Tata is, so I think no brand, the Tata won't ever try to reinvent that particular brand.
Correct.
So, to what extent then the theory of brand management can redevelop or explore? Can that?
You have seen the evolution of brands, no? That's
Yes.
where the opportunity for brand management is. Sir, even to stay steady, you need, see, even to run a car for a continuous thing, you need fuel, correct?
Right.
Even to maintain, you need brand management.
Okay, I got it. And
let us take in an organization, let us take in Tata's, let us take how many people would be working, all put together Tata. Let's say everybody is, there will be some guideline for them to work on the branding, right?
Okay.
You need somebody to look after whether it is in sync.
Okay, I got your point. So in that context, it will be
even
required.
to maintain, you need brand management.
Okay. Okay. And the second question is that you also said that.
Interestingly, I'll add to this. Let us take,
Yeah.
if you take pretty big international brands like Porsche and all, their brand manual is 300 pages. What I showed you is around 4 or 5 pages of color and other thing, right? Everything is, I haven't added a couple of things here. Everything is standardized. Even the PPT was there. You tell me if you have found any women or any other object apart from car and Porsche. I don't know how many of you have seen. I've worked with Porsche for their brand manual implementation in India. I've seen that. I've seen with the EMC Square. It's a 250-page manual. Everything from the PowerPoint you use to letter you type, everything is determined.
And the other thing is that you also said that in India especially, there could be 100 people or 100 companies, you said.
Very, very limited.
Working. So what is it primarily one of the reasons why our brands are not globally renowned? And
we are globally renowned. Our awareness is very bad. We are somebody, you know, who, if we have scissors and comb at home, we become hairstylist.
This brand measurement is
See,
done
I
by-
will tell you, you will go to salon or a hairstylist to trim your hair. But when you want to develop your brand, you will do it yourself. Got it?
Right. Thank you.
This brand measurement is done by sales, revenue, or
So there are brand evaluators who are connected with brand research agencies. They will do a research, and there are evaluators. There are like property evaluators. There are brand evaluators who evaluate the brand. Let us take, you're bidding for an IPO, you need a brand evaluation.
Like Amitabh Bachchan has got a brand value in crores.
Exactly. I mean, that is again connected with a different field altogether. That is based on his persona. They all come under celebrity. They cannot be called a brand. They are a celebrity. They have their own strength. I think they will not endorse. Let us say you ask Amitabh Bachchan to endorse sports brand. I don't know if he endorse. I can't help. But we can't comment on this. But if they generally try to connect with the brand which they are endorsing. It should stand. It should have stature.
Yeah.
I didn't really appreciate that first cry ad and Amitabh Bachchan. I think there was. I don't know. Many of us would have seen. I didn't connect. I don't know. It's a very subjective and a very controversial subject. Let's take it offline.
But now with the digital marketing and digital brands, I think slight difference is there, no?
Sir, I will tell you, but the theory and essence and the foundation remains the same, sir. The medium is different, that's it. Would you like to tarnish an image or put anything that is would affect a brand, or would you publish, exaggerate and publish your brand in digital medium? No, you will do the same thing. The promotion remains the same. Okay. Maybe your frequency of promotion will increase because it's cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Kiran, this is Suresh from Bangalore.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Just I would like to recollect one incident. You are showing that Shell brand, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember one incident which happened when I was in Mumbai long time back. There is one famous Mahesh Lunch Home in Mumbai.
Okay.
They are famous for the seafood actually. It is in the Bhagat Singh Mark Fort. You may be aware, right?
Yeah, I've seen here in Bangalore. So I've seen here in Bangalore.
Yeah, they opened in Bangalore. Yeah. In fact, there are people from Mangalore. They became famous in Mumbai. Then now they opened in Bangalore also. So what happened once we as a group from our company, we went to that restaurant for a corporate dinner. And we had one friend who was returned from US actually. And what happened during that dinner time, they placed the plates actually. The plates were designed like the shell.
Shell shape.
Yeah, shell plate. They are famous for the seafood, okay?
Correct.
So the immediate reaction of my friend who returned from US now, oh, this is a Shell company logo.
No, that's a brand recall.
Yeah, the brand recall. But the point was, we were sitting in a seafood restaurant and the Shell designed plates were being given because it is a seafood specialty.
No,
but he recollected the Shell company, oil company there in the hotel also. If you have been
that's a recall value. That's a recall value.
Yeah.
No, we recall objects very easily rather than the word SHELL.
Yeah, the design. That's
No, letter. No, let us take the content. Our brain would have brought the word later. First, it would have brought the logo first in front of them. I mean to say the visual connectivity with the product was first and the icon was first rather than the content. SHELL.
I think the example which you took just now, that seafood, it is also a brand association.
Yeah.
So that both, I mean, it's a
simple thing is, seafood, shell, seeing the shell plate and connecting with the oil logo.
So
I will tell you, if I can tell you something would add, it is, you know why Apple got their name registered for computers? Because it's non-descriptive. For example, if you have a calculator and you are calling a food brand calculator, you can still continue with the brand name. That's how Apple was a disconnect from the, one was to bring in the simplicity, another was to have a starting letter and connect with technology. So that's how the Shell and all have evolved as a logo. Yeah.
Mr. Kiran, can I?
Yeah, Deepi.
Yeah, I understand that it's a business kind of a routine which people follow. Everybody wants to run a business going ahead with the products. Now, as far as a single product being promoted by different brands, under different brands. The product is the same. Say for
Okay.
example, again 100% pure honey.
Yeah.
The honey remains the same. Honey will not be in different variation. Honey
Correct,
core
correct.
honey thing product remains the same.
Correct.
It's only that the companies and the brands are different, and it
Exactly.
counts which you are promoting them and trying to sell them and make a business.
Correct.
Now, as far as what is your point of view on as far as avoiding customer confusion is concerned? Say for example, the customer should have max to max 2 or 3 options for a particular product. So it is sorted. It is easy for decision making, going ahead, making the company generate revenue and earn profit. So why is that not being followed? Because we have thousands of
we are a democratic
coming
country. We should allow everybody to. I would rather.
But don't you think so? Don't you think so? There must be some capping and even big corporates also. We have
what happens
systems.
See, this what led to monopoly of Bajaj not allowing other brands to come in. They made money. They sold inferior products, other superior products. We don't know. They made money. They are into finance today. This is what is again going to happen. We are a democratic country. I think, see, what I would suggest is, I will give you a different solution for this. See, right now, what I would suggest is go back, see how you can reinvent the promotion of the same honey and build another USP. For example, you could build a bottle which looks like a bee. So people would love to own the bottle rather than the honey inside. That's one way of selling. You popularize your brand, patent the bottle.
Product.
Patent. When you do the promotion, put actual honey, bring the bees, give a consumer the experience of a beehive. Arrange bee tours, like wine tours, no? And let them take home the raw honey, the original honey. I don't know.
Yeah, like in telecom, we have only 3 players left now. So it is actually, as a consumer subscriber, it is easy for a consumer to go for either
because
3.
of the field is large, big and expensive.
Yes.
Field is
So that will be
large, big,
differentiated as far as small business is concerned. and a
Now,
big
see, I will tell you, this will also change. See, we had a challenging situation where we could not opt before between Ambassador and Fiat car. Now, do you want to know how many automobiles are there in India? So, how many cars are there in the entry segment? How many cars are there in the luxury segment? We have all the brands from the world here. I think time will come and things will change. We are a large country. We should know how to build brand. We can make fortune out of it. Bajaj, Reliance, they are making fortune out of names. Remove Reliance. Can you connect with the 3 letters GIO? No, you can't. That's what it is. That's what the brand costs. Now, same way, Malia also built this UB group. I don't know where it is. His brand was evaluated, only the brand name was evaluated at around 250 crores. Now it is not there. Then people talk about value system. No, I think that's where it all gets connected. It's all same. People would value. People don't more value is fashion as a fashion icon or somebody who is very passionate. And then it comes to value system, we have put this brand into trash.
Yeah, I guess if we sort this out, the number of players, it will actually affect on the many areas and be organized.
This is a very sensitive question. So something which we can't take it on a public.
Right. It was just a thought. Thank you for sharing your point of view. Thank you, Mr. Kiran.
Done. Thank you. Any more questions?
Yeah. Okay, so thank you everyone for sharing. And if you have questions,
for the opportunity. I didn't come through the last slide. I just want to leave everybody with a fabulous quote.
Yeah.
I'll come to my last slide. Still share seeing?
Yes, we are able to see.
Yeah. So these are the companies which I work with. These are the couple of brands which we have built. Okay. So soul never thinks without a picture. This is a quote by Aristotle. So if you don't have a picture, there is no soul. So the soul, a picture, even a soul needs a picture to hang on. With that quote, I thank everybody for their patient hearing. Thanks everybody for your presence, and thanks Kushal for the opportunity. It was fabulous interacting with all this intelligent and genius minds, patiently listening to me, and I think I hope I have done justice to the subject and branding. Over to you, Kushal.
Sure.
Thank you, Mr. Karan. Thank you, Mr. Karan. Lively interaction.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It was
Thank
very,
you.
very
Thank you,
knowledgeable
Mr.
and
Karan.
informative.
So
It was
first,
really nice.
okay, so I would like to share about, can you see the logo behind me, about me? I'm with Kushal Jain.
Yeah.
So this, both the logos are done by Kiran. Though I have a technical team, though I have a graphic team, creative team, but I didn't like my own team, what they developed the logo for me. So we, as I know personally, Kiran, and we work with various clients together. So I requested him to come out with some logo which could be very simple, because for a training industry you need to be very simple and sober, which could be useful. And he came out with very sober color, with keeping all the alphabet very small, not even keeping as a cap. Okay, and bridging the gap, what we was minted was, see this trademark, this logo was designed in 2015 December, and I applied for trademark was in 2016 and got approved in 2020 February. So this it took almost 3.5 4 years to get the logo get approved.
R, to get a R.
Yeah. And Kushal Jain, I just wanted my name as a simple name, so I just asked him, but he still gave me the icon which can be more simplified. And I have around various clients who have done the logo with him. They are more like, you can say his thoughts comes from the futuristic. You can say, okay, it may be a simple, but now as a trainers, right, as you want to be unique, as you want to be different from what other trainers, consultants, users, maybe on your visiting card, maybe on your website, wherever you send your brochure, or you are on the social media. So how can you create your logo or a name, font, color combination, whatever he spoke today? That is what we need to take away actually, rather than looking at what others have done. So learning from others, mistakes also is there, but still, how can you brand now? Think in that line. Look at like how you can create your own unique difference between the other trainers and be different. So that is what actually I invite Kiran Kumar to come and share on this platform. So thank you,
I
Kiran.
can give a small tip, Kushal,
Yeah.
if I can take 5 minutes, I can give a tip to all your trainers.
Yeah.
See, what happens is, see, at a knowledge level, at the input level or at the output level, everybody would look at an equilibrium, correct? So possibly each one of us to distinguish, one is you should undergo a personal branding session with an image consultant. That is on the look and feel, the way you stand and way you deliver your content. Another is build your own brand color. For example, let us take today, if you have seen my brand mind, I should have worn a yellow t-shirt here and worn a gray coat here. I bring my brand everywhere I use. So that would, these things, small things, what you add on to your day-to-day life, if you can bring colors of your brand in your whatever you use, people start associating with you and people start following you. This is where your tip. See, apart from getting into the medium, logo and other thing, do other things about. See, I will tell you one thing. It might be wrong for me to do a marketing here and tell that come and design with me in the logo. But I would say start associating with finer things about your personality, because you are going to talk about personality development, or you are going to talk about the knowledge we are going to share. See how you can build that itself as a brand. One is as your service and the way you deliver, what you deliver, the way you look and feel, way you integrate. Can you all can have a background in your screens? Can you all have a nice network with when you work? When you use your headphone, can we have your brand color here? So people, when they look at this yellow streak here, they know it is you. These are small things which you can associate. Or when you wear a glass, can you have yellow color? I don't know. So small things, if you can add, this will build your branding and build your personality. That's where people can connect with you. Because when you are such a large forum of trainers today, you have many of them are omnipresent everywhere. So I think when you spoke about honey, think about your training itself. There are many replication of it. See if you can, the way you deliver, way you stand, and you can see the Mr. Vidyanag, how he started off with this small thing. That's the way you make an impact. I think I'll pass it on to Kushal again.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Kiran. So anyone
Kiran,
want?
What is that? Glass will have yellow color, something like that, Mr. Kiran?
No.
I didn't get your point.
It's not prescribed. It's not prescribed.
No. I don't get the point.
See, what I was telling is, if you are a trainer or
okay,
if you are somebody who's imparting training, I was giving a couple of tips. One tip is, if your logo color, or if you can build your own brand color, wear a blazer with yellow and gray color. My brand is yellow and gray. My brand is gray and yellow. My Graphitech brand is black. So if I had worn yellow t-shirt and gray hair, you would have somewhere connected. I've seen this somewhere. I saw in a slide. Somewhere you would have connected. Like that, can you bring a relationship? I was telling, instead of getting into a complex way of designing and doing things which might be expensive or which may not be needed at this stage, can you start associating many things which can be called as your brand, where people identify you as a brand?
Now, say example, my background is blue. It's a logo color. It's a logo color. I've just reversed it, put a logo in white, but my background color I use as a logo color actually. That's a blue color. If you see most of the places, wherever the white light background is there, I use as a blue as a logo. And if it is a dark, I use the reverse color. Like how Kiran was sharing about the reverse colors and all, it's compatible usage. So that way. So as a trainer, you can start looking at how to connect with the colors. You can identify which colors is suitable, or which color you like, or which color is interest you, or maybe some lucky color for you. So identifying those things, or otherwise you can consult like Kiran Kumar, who is a brand consultant. You can speak to them, get the details, maybe what colors could suit you, or your this one energy and all. Based on that, you can define or design the logo and all those stuff. HL. Okay, so we have just another maybe 3-4 minutes. So anyone want to share quick, and then we'll wrap up. Any feedback?
Mr. Kushal, I had one question.
Yeah.
This yellow color, what you see in the Amplify, does that color have some significance, or is it just you liked that? Or is it because it was done by Kiran, he put his color into this?
No, it was.
I will tell you, sir, what it is. Actually, that Amplify, the whatever arc you see in as a volume.
Yeah. Sorry?
Turn the volume, you turn clockwise.
Very nice.
Very simple. That's a simplicity.
Very nice. Very nice. Thank you.
Sir, one more thing. Like when we have a service and a product, the branding is same. Service or a product.
You're on mute, Kiran. You're on mute.
Sorry. It is same actually. Okay. For example, you take Airtel only. Airtel as a service, it also has product.
Like a trainer is also a service. A trainer.
Yeah, it is service. It is service.
So there is no difference like that.
There is no difference. No, you have Anthony Robbins and all those big names. Or
Tony Robbins.
Tony Robbins.
Jack Canfield.
Jack Canfield and all. They are branded by themselves.
See, for a trainer, I think your personality and your individuality.
That's
That is
what
what is
I told
most
you,
important. No?
That's what I told you at the very beginning of it.
Later, as you said, Apple came out with an Apple listing, the logo. We can also come out with the logo, but at the beginning, we are the brand actually. Here
Exactly.
we are the brand, not the logo or whatever we are doing.
That's what I told you.
Right.
First itself, build your branding with your image consultant. I think I was very clear.
Sir, for the registration, you told, Kushal, you told around 3.5, 4 years if he's taking, I register it, but somebody else takes over.
Sir,
I
that's the
cannot wait for
reason I'm
3.5 years.
telling
No.
you, if you get to the legal process and find out if it is not available, they'll give you a trademark. See, you see, if there are names which are conflicting, no, you will have a challenge. Any generic name which is conflicting, you will have a challenge.
So Sai Raja will invite one of the person who do the trademark and all in the next coming sessions. Okay, so he will give you more clarity and answer, and he's also a common friend of Kiran and myself. Okay, so we'll invite him as well. So
Thank
in
you,
this
Kiran.
time,
Thank you a lot.
yeah. So we thank Kiran Kumar for sharing his knowledge, sharing all 3 decade plus knowledge he shared actually, and I know it's just a gist of it, but he has immense knowledge because he has worked with various companies from startup to you can say Fortune 500 companies he has worked with, and he has huge knowledge. And he has what I suggest is maybe he has already shared his mobile number and email ID, and if you still want to get connected, let me know. I can connect you, and you can interact with him and you still see, as a trainers, what we are coming in this platform is to just build our own brand. First is we need to stand out ourselves, and then the icon, logo, all those things comes. But if you are more clear now itself what you want to project for the next 5 years, 10 years, 20 years down the line, this is the right time actually. So what we are looking at is now, say example, when you are an author, okay, you launch your own book. Now what would go in your book? Okay, as author, you can create your own logo and use that logo in your book itself. So what happens is wherever the book is there, your icon is also replicating wherever the training session is happening, wherever you put the banner, if they watch on social media, they get connected easily. Even if you see YouTube has their own icons, YouTube has icons, Instagram has icons. So this icon can be used. Okay, so what happens is connectivity, relationship, what you want to build with. So this is a long-term game what we are here actually, and as a branding is a long-term, it's not short-term. It's not like 1 year, 2 years, you do a logo, change it over again over a period. No, once you're fixed, it's fixed. Unless until you evolve to a level that when you require, okay, let me do a change, then yes.
Got it, Kushal.
Kiran Kumar, maybe we can share about the Videocon logo. One of the story of Videocon and Real Canada Bank, how they did it, and it's maybe you can take.
Yeah,
I'm sharing.
See, what Videocon invented as their logo was the speech icon, and when Canada Bank with their flower and growth, they had their flower and growth as their logo, and they switched over to triangles which were moving in forward and upward directions as 2 triangles, which is intertwined. So that's how. Why what is called Vodafone is Waterphone. So every way the brands are built with some meaning and essence and connectivity. See, their thinking is first. That's why they get the trademark and other things. So if you are first in coining a word, you will get everything, the benefit of trademark, you will get benefit of everything. You should think. Many times we don't think. No, many times we don't think. Many times we don't think. We don't think creatively. 90% of them who do their brands copy.
So thank you, Kiran. Thank you for sharing.
Thanks
this.
a lot.
Thanks, Kiran. Thank you, Kushal.
Session.
Very kind of good day.
Thanks. Very nice session. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Kushal. Thanks. Bye.
Request everyone to put comments in the groups.
Yeah, I already put it. Yeah, we already put it. Thanks a lot, Kiran. It was really a wonderful session. We had a lot of feedbacks.
Yeah.
Lot of takeaways. We are really happy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Raja Garu, please put your comments on the YouTube channel.
I put already comments.
YouTube channel.
YouTube I put. Yeah, sure. I'll see that and put it.
Yeah.
I'll also share it in my page also.
Yeah. So Kiran, anything you want to share before we wrap up? One line, final message, maybe.
Final message is build a brand. If you are building a brand, work on a long-term perspective. It will pay back in tons and tons. So, and the satisfaction of having a brand is different than having a simple name or a color or an icon is different. Brand is larger than life. That's where I would rather so. So an image rests with people rather than those words. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks, Kushal, for the opportunity.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for all patient hearing. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kiran sir, and
Thank you, Mr.
very good
Kiran.
night.
Thank you.
Bye. Good night.
Bye.
Thank you, Kushalji. Thanks a lot. All the best.
Thank you, Mr. Kushal.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good night. Good night.
Good night, everyone. Yeah.